The Seussification of Romeo and Juliet.
Ladies and menfolk, women and gents, you're people of culture and true common sense. You know what you know, and you like what you like. Like singing a song or riding a bike, 2-hour symphonies, ping pong, canoeing, poetry, football, or yellow snowshoeing. We like that stuff too. It's the greatest, you bet. And topping the list, Romeo and Juliet. It's Shakespeare's great classic. We can't get enough. But make no mistake, writing that stuff is tough. Sublime in its scope, no thing is more artful. It deserves honors and laws by the cartful. The play is just perfect. Nothing is wrong. Except that it's almost 2 hours too long. The play is still great, so we need not repeat it. But you gotta be Albert Einstein just to read it. And don't get us wrong, we love William Shakespeare. But in this new century, he's not very clear. Yet only in reverence to him, our great hero, do we pull the bard back to our level, 0. We've shortened the play, changed some names, made it rhyme. No more of that blank verse. We don't think he'd mind. A rhyming tetrameter is thought quite useful, but could make the play sound a bit Dr. Seussful. And what's wrong with that? Why, as sure as we're standing, Seuss is good too, and most folks understand it. But don't get the notion that the Seussification of Romeo and Juliet is our one main intention. We'd never do that. No, we wouldn't. Oh no, and that's why we're bothering telling you so. A prologue is given at the top of the play. A paragraph giving the whole plot away. It must be important. There must be a reason for Shaky to put it there, lest he just teasing. Our prologue's addressed. Addressed.
Yeah.
Our prologue's addressed, so let's watch and see. This lament of horrible, gross comedy. Tragedy.
The Rhone is the place where our play is picked. 2 families live there, and man were they ticked. Their ancient grudge match happened before the story, and rekindled hatred made their feud more gory. Straight from the loins of those mentioned above, popped Kid 1 and Kid 2. And they fell in love. Kid 1 and Kid 2 later each took their life. As a result of their parental strife. Their families to fighting and feuding were fettered, and somehow the death of their kids made it better. They were pals now, they'd all go on hikes. Mud wrestle. Play lawn darts. And pedal their bikes. Now, we're not saying that taking your life is an answer to family tumult and strife. It's an idea that sure can make plays sell, but in real life, it doesn't work out well. So kids, never try this. Forget what you've heard. We're trained professionals, and we're insured.
Just a reminder, this interpretation takes nothing from Dr. Seuss as inspiration. Our thoughts are our own, as I stand alone. And I play the xylophone 8-belled trombone. In this corner we have Samson and Gregory from the House of Capitulate. They were born angry. And representing the House of Lord Monotone, we have Abram and Balthasar, a tenor and baritone.
Excuse me, do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb at you and it hurts. See the pus there?
I think your pus mocks us.
Do you have a quarrel?
No, not yet. Only this simple moral. We serve Lord Monotone, as you must know, and monotones have on their bellies an O. Nothing's more fashionable. What could be better?
Nothing, except that you've picked the wrong letter.
See, capitulates all have an X on their tongue. And if you don't have one, you're probably a dummy.
Do you mean dummy with a capital D?
Yes, I do indeed.
Drop you be men, you X-bellied fools.
Now to our anger, you've added the fuel.
A giant brawl started. You wouldn't believe it. Capitulate and Monotone both came to see it.
Bring me my longsword, the one that cuts deep. While I'm waiting, I'll yell, Monotone, you're a creep!
You villain capitulates, I'm more the man, and you're the creepiest creep in the land.
Creepiest creep? Does he have a point there?
He's mine, my love. You must never surrender.
Enter the prince, royal and wise. He's had about all he can take from these guys. A crusader of peace, he stops the fight. And everyone listens, because they know he's right. He pauses and makes the most eloquent speech.
Will you jerks knock it off? I've been trying to sleep.
Upon hearing the prince's message of virtue, the crowds all departed. It was almost past curfew. Only Lord and Mrs. Monotone stayed.
Where's our Romeo? I haven't seen him all day. Why doesn't he fight in the brawls like the others?
He spends all his time daydreaming. Why should he bother?
Show me a mistress that is passing fair, where I may read who passed that passing fair. She is too fair, too wisely too fair. It must be unfair to be passed at the fair, 'cause fairs, they don't care who's passing them rarely. 'Cause even the fair will pass rarely, but fairly. My love is fair, stripped bare and cooked rare. But fair Cupid steals my bliss, so I despair.
How could we raise such a horrible heir? Whatever, I don't care.
That was young Romeo, kid number one. As you can see, he's not having much fun. Perhaps he could use some red sneasel fruit juice. It's the best juice for when your mind's on the loose. It's guaranteed 10,006 uses. And it's nothing, no nothing, like old Dr. Seuss's. Nor is our play, which can stand on its own. Just thought we'd remind you before you go home. Meanwhile, at the capitulate Come on. Meanwhile, at the capitulate pad, there's Paris, a suitor for Julie, and he's with her dad.
Capitulate times in mafiodater.
I don't think he'll do.
But who could be out there? Besides that, I brought you some peppermint candy.
Does he have a point? I think he'll be dandy. Let's have a banquet! Young man, go and get all these people whose names I have written.
Before I can find all these people and greet them, I need to find help from someone who can greet them.
Romeo, I know your heart has been broken, because on this matter you've endlessly spoken. And I've tried my best to be philanthropic. But cousin, I think you've exhausted the topic. This tether to sadness I think you must cut, or if you don't, will you please just shut up?
Benvolio, it is so rare to forbear.
Hey, what's up? Can we help you there?
Sure enough, there's help and I need it. I've got this list here and I just can't read it. To find a strong reader is what I've been hoping.
I'll read it to you. It will keep me from moping. These folks can come to Capitulate's party. Smarty Martino and his boy named Artie, Bronco Buck Billy and Buck Billy Buff, Lady McDinky McDucky McDuff, Sunny Sun Daly and his pal Baloo, John Jimmy Jack Jamerson from Kathmandu, Mercutio and Winifred Winnie Waters, Old Uncle Perk and his 96 daughters, Dave from Topeka and Lady Von Ribbled, Rosaline, Valentine, Livia, Tybalt. Anyone named Gordy or Tim or Melissa can come to this bash. And if you can't, then we'll miss ya. This party sounds great.
Like the best of the best.
If you're not a monotone, come be our guest.
Romeo, we gotta go crash this wingding. There's sure to be beauties to make even you sing.
This party will never cure my broken heart, but I'll go along with you to take your part.
Meanwhile, back at the capitulate place, we meet Julie, full of splendor and grace.
Nurse, where's Juliet? Now where could she be? I want my daughter, so lead her to me. Oh, little plum dumpling. Oh, sweet pudding pie. Where's my fragrant blossom? Come out, don't be shy. Oh, little love monkey, thou sweet chimpanzeezel. Answer my calls, quit hiding, you weasel. How now, who calls? Get up off the floor. It's your mother. She's waiting just outside your door. Mom?
Yes, it is I. I'm your own dearest mother. I've been called the same by your sisters and brother. I meant to say what I said when I meant that I am your mother. 100%.
I suppose this is a moment I'll cherish.
Juliet, you are to marry young Paris.
I'm not yet 14. Is there someone for doubt?
I married young, and look how I turned out.
Yeah, on the catwalk, yeah, I do my little turn on the catwalk.
He's so handsome. He's a man of wax.
Here's his picture. He said the facts. Oh, we're having a party, and there you can meet him.
He's so delicious, you'll just want to eat him. On their way to the party, Benvolio and Romeo met up with their friend, Clifford Deacon First Folio, Carmichael Zanzibar, Hoos Foos Petruchio, Zip Zap Shebang, also known as Mercutio. Now I think you can see by this point in the play that there is not a singular possible way that this show has taken on Seuss attributes. We'd sooner put Bounce-berry beans in our boots.
Forget this girl who won't return your affection. Dance with some others. Make a new selection.
Ah, yes, gentle Romeo, we must see you dance. My heart is too heavy. There isn't a chance.
You a lover-sick dreamer. Your dreams aren't all dreamt. Each a man sees a new day, and you're not exempt. Do you want to live your whole life in a hole? I know what I know, and I'm telling you so. A life should be filled with adventure and a bliss, and that's why I'm bothering telling you this.
Good evening, gents. There's plenty to eat, and ladies who dance despite corns on their feet. Corn-footed feet are best fit for dancing. If I were a youngster, you'd bet I'd be prancing. Why, I might dance now. Wait, could that be true? Do I have a point there? I certainly do. Good evening, young fellows. I recall the day where I were the visor to such a party, and whisper sweet tales into young ladies' ears. Have a good time and enjoy these young years. Wait, that can't be right. Or is it? Tarnation! Blast this infernal recapitulation.
I Hachi Mama. Ah. Woo! Hubba hubba! That girl's a babe, or my name is Dumb Bubba.
My monotone alarm just gave me the alert. I keep it hidden right here in my shirt. It detects monotones. It's never wrong. And this young one is fooling where he don't belong. This brazen young trespasser needs to be smitten.
Dear nephew Tybalt, did you lose this mitten?
Uncle, your house has a monotone there.
Leave him alone. Huh, he does have nice hair.
But uncle, that's Romeo, Monotone's son.
Lighten up, boy, I'm not done having fun. I know not to kill him must fill you with sorrow, but look on the bright side. There's always tomorrow.
Please, don't think I'm forward, but I think you're hot.
I can't see his face. Is it worth it or not?
I have 12 billion, 62 million, and 60 hormones, and they all want you to kiss me.
Hey, you're kind of cute. Okay, here. Hold my gum first. It's lima bean, sneasel fruit, raspberry bratwurst.
Delight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. Everybody here is out of sight. They don't bark and they don't bite. They keep things loose, they keep things alive. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody dancing in the moonlight. We like our fun.
Wow. Hey, you're right. That is good tasting gum.
Your mother would like a few words with you, hon.
Who is her mother, if I may be so bold? Quickly, please tell me before I get old.
Her father brought you that main course dish you ate. Her mother is no other than Lady Capitulate. Juliet is her name, and she is the fairest. But don't get ideas. She's marrying Paris.
She's a capitulate. What rotten luck.
Romy, we're out of here. This gate is up. We mustn't stay here. We have to go Romeo.
What is his name?
There are those who call me Romeo.
Needless to say, Romy's heartache was done. He met a new girl, and she had good gum. All of the guests at the banquet had parted, except for Romeo. He was just getting started.
How can I leave here when she holds my heart, my importantest, blood-pumping, chest-body part?
Yo, Romeo! Where'd he go? Romeo!
You went home to bed. That's where I'm gonna go.
But I saw him running back toward the feast.
Well, that can't be right, because his bed is due east.
I'm telling you, he didn't go home to bed.
My friend, no offense, but you need a new head.
Coming back to this place may seem capricious, but I just can't help myself. She's gorge Elysius.
Testing 1, 2, check. Is this thing on?
She speaks to herself through her self-speaking horn. No thing is more useful to speak private stuff to. It makes it all the louder, so others can know too.
Romeo, baby, oh buck, wherefore art thou? I just can't get enough. Forsake your name, or else I'll forsake mine. But if I forsake mine, there's a $10 fine. My tap dancing lessons will probably get canceled. No more TV, root beer floats, no more Seinfeld. I might get grounded for 3 or
pearl of great price. You could be like 2 pearls, only much, much more nice. You might be like 3 pearls, shiny and rare. But 4 pearls, I think I'd be pushing it there.
Who is that? You look Romeo. Is that you?
Yes, it is I, Romeo, that is true. I heard your whole speech through your self-speaking horn, and I love you, my love, just as sure as you're born.
Let's find the creature.
Let's get hitched tomorrow. Enough of this fighting.
This feuding. This sorrow.
Kiss me once more, and send my lips to heaven.
I can't anymore tonight. It's past 11.
Well, it couldn't hurt if we kiss through the horn. Then we'll elope when the sun lights the morn.
So Romeo ran to the home of Monk Larry. Not Monkey Larry, he's not quite that hairy. He's just a monk. He's the monkiest one that Romeo knew and could get the job done.
Oh, good. Monk Larry, I'm glad that you're here.
Where else would I be? I've not left here in years. You sure are chipper. Last time I saw you, you were blubbering, moping, and singing the blues.
That was the old me. I'm new and improved. I'm a hip-hopping, happening, cool, righteous dude.
How can I help you, my dude filled with glee?
Monk, I need your consent. Will you marry me?
Listen, punk, I am a monk. Don't you get it? I live all alone and I'm wearing a habit.
No, there's a girl that I've met as of late. She's the daughter of Capitulate. Our love is true.
Are you sure?
Yes, indeed. 190%. Guaranteed.
If I marry the girl to this monotone doodling, it may end the war, all this troublesome feudling. Okay, my young pup, I'll tie your knot. But if you're eloping, then you'll need a plot.
So Romeo never came home late last night?
He never came home, and he's still out of sight. Now Tybalt, the nephew of Capitulate, challenges him to a bumballoon fight.
Hey, a bumballoon fight? That's the worst!
Yeah, I know.
That would mean curtains for poor Romeo. Tybalt's the best of bumballoonist around. I've seen him bumballoon a 20 men down. I can hold my own at a true bumbalooning, but a love-seeking Romy's been too busy crooning.
Hey, here he comes now. Romy, what gives? You didn't go back to the place where you live.
I've met an optometrist whose name is Cupid. He's opened my eyes and made me less stupid. I met a new girl. She's the best of the best. She passed the Romeo hot mama test.
Hey, when okay, hey, I say.
Hey.
Yippee, yay.
Yippee, okay, yay.
Has anyone seen Romeo monotone? I need to see him before I go home.
Hey there, not bad. She's a fine cat, old son.
I guess I was picturing someone more young.
Wow, she's a babe, all right. Oh, look at those girls.
What? Are you mental? That's not the new girl.
Ooh.
Juliet, my mistress inquires about you, but I think she's missing half a dozen screws. As her nurse, I must ask, what makes you so great? Why do you deserve Miss Capitulate?
I make a great milkshake. All my friends say so.
Good enough for me. Where should we meet you?
We'll meet at Monk Larry's place later today. He'll marry us there, and then we'll say, hooray!
I love small weddings. What could be humbler?
Excuse me there, miss. Could I get your number?
So Romeo went back to Monk Larry's house. Not a creature was stirring, not even
a mouse!
It ain't a mouse. It's a schnozzle-nosed dodron, amongst the tamest of lint-eating rodents. He lives in my sleeve with this lint-eating rabbit. Both of them eat clean, my stinky bad habit.
I'm just so nervous. My stomach's a wreck. Where could they be?
Just a sec. I'll go check.
I do not like his stinky clothes. I do not like his schnozzle nose. I do not like them near or far. I do not like them in a car. I do not like them in a funnel. I could not push them through a tunnel. I only love the girl I met. Here she comes. Hey, Juliet.
I'm sorry that we were late in getting here. I had to put 8 cans of spray in my hair.
So don't let him match.
I won't, I vow.
So where's the monk?
For crying out loud.
I'll go find him. I think I know where. He'll be back in a jiffy, so never despair. Well, I couldn't find Juliet anywhere. Hey, this girl looks good. How about marry her?
This is Juliet, you knucklehead monk.
Settle down, Tiger. I don't need this punk. All right, kneel down. Let's make this quick. I gotta floss my cat so he won't stick. All right, make sure your rings are switched. You may now kiss the bride. I pronounce you hitched.
Romeo and Jay were now happily married. They all yelled, "Hooray!" And then off they scurried. But not all was happy in this neighborhood. Mercutio and Tybalt were up to no good. It happened that both of them came to a place where they stopped and they stood, nose to nose, face to face.
I am an east-going Tybalt, I say. You're blocking my path. You're right in my way.
I am Mercutio. I always go west. So you'd better step aside if you know best.
Did you hear a word that came out of my mouth? I won't budge an inch, not to the north or to the south.
I challenge you then to a bumballoon battle.
You think you could beat me? Ha! Fiddle battle.
You want to bumballoon poor Romeo.
Yeah? Big deal. What's it to, yo?
Hold on there, fellas. This isn't the way. Tybalt, we're practically kin. I'll explain. When I get done here, one more victim to go. His name starts with R and rhymes with Omeo. Hey guys, quit fighting, cause that's just as bad as putting chameleons on top of plaid.
Ouch! Ay caramba! I've been bumballoon!
I am the victor of this lame buffoon.
Mercutio!
Romeo!
Friend, are you dying?
No, I'm feeling fired. And I'm lying. Mamma mia!
Here, let me pull this bumballoon from your breast.
Oh, please! I'd prefer that you call it my chest.
Chest? Breast? Whatever. Yoinks! This thing won't budge.
Prepare to die, Romeo, for I hold a grudge.
Sheesh! This stuck bumballoon's really a pain.
With my own bumballoon, now I am slain.
What in the world? Crap! How did this happen?
You caught me off guard. I was too busy yapping.
Romeo, run! Or you're a sitting duck.
Oh, I'm fortune's fool, and the plaything of luck.
What happened here? I'd like to explore the reason there's 2 dead guys here on the floor.
Tybalt here, bumballoon good friend Mercutio, and then got his bell rung by poor sweet young Romeo.
Romeo was died, even the score!
Easy there, girly girl. I call the shots. I am the prince here, believe it or not. I'll banish young Romeo from fair Verona as soon as I finish this slice of bologna.
Romeo has to go skip town or else the prince might find out and put him on the shelf. We see here young Julie as she thinks and sits.
Wife to a banished guy? Man, that's the pits.
Yeah, that's not all. There's more pits in store. 'Cause here come her parents through her bedroom door.
Since Tybalt's death fills our hearts with sorrow.
We're bumping your wedding day up to tomorrow.
This is the double-most pit situation. I'm victim of my father's capitulation. I can't marry Paris because I've got a husband. I'm sure that's illegal, except on Fuzz Island. I need to get help. I don't, son. This is a job for old Larry the monk. Monk Larry? You've entered my bedroom. But how?
Check the script, Julie. It's my bedroom now.
Ooh, is that because this is the magic of theater?
Yes, my child. She's got less brains than a sea otter.
Gentle Monk Larry, I need your assistance. My wedding's tomorrow, despite my resistance. To Romeo, you'll recall I am now wed, but they'd have me wed Paris.
Not if you're dead. Listen, I've got a plan, but it takes guts. You'll have to eat 2 of these death-faking nuts. These death-faking nuts, they make you look dead. Paris can't wed if the bride's dead in bed. That you are still living won't be understood. They'll all think you're dead, because these nuts work good. And after the funeral, in a few days, you'll wake up with Romeo far, far away.
How will Romeo know that I'm not really croaked?
I'll send an email. I'll tell him our joke. And in your tomb, when the last tread has been tried, Romeo will sneak in and collect your bod.
I'll take the nuts when the evening has come.
And I'll send an email to Romeo.com.
The monk sent his email with details attached, but Romeo missed it because his PC crashed. He never learned that Juliet was faking disaster.
Shucks! Now I can't play double Sneech Blaster.
Surely by now you can see that it's true. With Dr. Seuss, this play has nothing to do. We'll say it again just in case you were snoozing. It never dawned on us to make this a Seuss thing. Later that night, Juliet ate the nuts. And in the morning, she wouldn't wake up.
What is the matter? Is Juliet dead?
Is her body cold? Is there blood on her head?
Did you check for a pulse? Did you give CPR?
Give it a timeline with manure.
Then why did you scream? Tell me. What's this about?
My leg cramped up. I just got done working out.
I'm so glad Joe isn't dead.
She's just a good sleeper. She's got a good bed. A good bed means everything to a sound sleep. Now that she's rested from her bed, she'll leap.
Juliet, today,
Today is the day that we give you away.
we take you to Paris today, the young lord.
Up, out of bed. Say, she's stiff as a board.
She's awfully cold. Is she frozen her dream?
Or maybe she's dead.
Is there a time to scream?
Meanwhile, back on the beach of Cadiz, we meet up with Romeo. That's where he hid. Benvolio found him there, sunning himself, disguised as an antelope sunbathing elf.
Romeo, wake up and hear what I say. Juliet's dead and her funeral's today.
Juliet. Juliet. That name draws a blank. Help me out here. Does she work at the bank?
Juliet. She's your own heart's delight? You married her yesterday? She's your wife?
Oh, that's Juliet. Yeah, that name rings a bell. Now, what was the message you wanted to tell?
Juliet's dead.
Are you kidding me?
No.
How did she die?
Nobody knows.
It must have been her broken heart that went crack. I'll kiss her one last time. I must now go back. Then, when I'm done, I'll eat this authentic death cracker. It'll take me quickly out of the picture. So don't try and stop me. It must be this way. Without Juliet, I shan't see one more day. My ears are deaf to your protestations. My mind is made up to have life deprivation. There is nothing, Benvolio, that you can do to keep me from dying. I will follow through. Don't make a scene now. I've told you my notion. I am a train and my wheels are in motion. Off to Verona, I go with my life, to lay it before the corpse of my wife.
All of the mourners took one last look at Julie's body until somebody yelled,
Hey, there are snacks in the lobby.
Juliet, honey, to get here I ran. I tripped on a gravestone and fell in my can. I came here to give your lips one last kiss. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna eat this. It isn't fair that I live when you're dead, so I'm going to trade my life for death instead. Here comes the kiss, so pucker up, sister. Yippee-yahoo! You're still a great kisser. That was phase 1. Now here comes phase 2. I'll eat this cracker, then I'll be dead too.
Now there's a reason that Romeo's life isn't halting, 'cause we switched his death cracker out with a plain saltine. We've read the show, and it doesn't end pretty. So we tweaked the plot a bit, made it less gritty. Juliet woke up from her death-like grip slumber, and overjoyed Romeo did a backflip dance number. Mercutio and Tybalt weren't really dead.
We were just teasing.
A playing with your head. We're both great pals now.
He's such a good listener.
They'll both be attending the Swish Fishing Opener.
Since both of us now have been on hiatus, we have bought this machine that a nicer fella made us.
It makes angry folks happy. He ought to know.
He's the feud-fixing chappie.
So all of the members of both families went through the machine just as fast as a breeze. It took the X's and O's off their tummies.
What were we thinking?
Wow, we were dummies.
Long years of bitterness melted away. Now they had nothing but nice things to say. Compliments flew.
Say, I like that tie.
I like your trousers. And you're a nice guy.
There wasn't anyone left who felt bugged, so they all partook in a giant group hug.
Group hug!
It was official. The feuding had ended. The lovers kept loving and the families befriended. All from both families sold their bumbaloons, and with all that money, they bought a pontoon. Now every night with the fish and the ducks, they all eat together at pontoon potlucks. Now you may have noticed that no one here died. What, can we help it if our prologue lied? But come on, that's no way to end a good play. Dr. Seuss wouldn't, I'd venture to say. No, he wouldn't, and neither would we. Except for our play is Dr. Seuss free. Well, it did have a few minor Seussisms, some overblown rhyming, and minor plot schisms. That stuff is dangerous. It shouldn't be tried. To interpret William Shakespeare, Seussified. Leave that to the artists. They've had the right schooling. They are the pros, and they know what they're doing. We hope you've enjoyed this tragic lament, because we've all enjoyed it
100%.
Let's do it again, but faster.
Ladies and menfolk, women and gents, Romeo and Juliet, our prologue's addressed.
Verona's the place that our place is from. We just gotta tell you, don't do this at home.
Did you bite your thumb?
Yeah, see the pus?
Let's fight!
Monotone, you're a creep.
You're a creep.
You're a creep.
You're a creep.
Enter the prince, the royal sack.
Will you jerks knock it off? I'm taking a nap.
Where's Romeo?
There.
Oh, I'm cooked rare.
Sneasel for juice, no Dr. Seuss. Suitor for Julie, he's with her dad.
Capitulate the mutt. Here, have some candy.
Why, thank you, my boy. I think you'll be dandy.
I can't read. Woe is me. What is my fate?
I can read. Blah, 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 blah. Let come to the party. This party sounds great.
Yeah.
Sweet chimpanzees, where are you, you weasel? Is this the woman on cherish?
Of course this girl, you're Mary Paris. Zip Zap Shabin, also known as Mercutio.
Do you want to live your whole life in a hole?
Good evening, gents. Watch me dance. I've got soul.
Uncle, your house has monsoon there.
Did you lose his info? He does have nice hair.
I think you're hot.
Here, hold my gum.
That is good gum. Yum diddy yum.
Later that night,
Where'd Romeo go?
He went home to bed.
He's not in his bed.
You need a new head.
Romeo, baby-o.
Kiss her through the horneo.
Romeo ran to Larry the monkey.
Monkey Larry, will you marry me?
Okay, my young pup, I'll tie your knot.
Hey, Romy, what gives? You didn't go back to the place where you live.
Hot mama test.
Yippee, okay, Kai, yeah.
Yay!
Romeo, monotone, what makes you so great?
Everyone knows I make a great shake.
Where can we meet you?
Monk Larry's.
What's humbler?
Hey, baby, don't leave me. Can I get your number?
Hey, Juliet.
I think here's a hairspray. She looks good. How about marrying? I now pronounce you hitched.
Mercutio and Tybalt were up to no good.
Move!
No!
Die!
Mercutio!
Romeo!
Let me pull this bumbling from your breast.
It's my chest and not my breast. Oh.
I am Bumbaloon.
unassuming man.
Romeo danced, and not everyone's died. No one's dead. They're all still alive. Group high. We hope you've enjoyed this tragic lament, because we've all enjoyed it.
100%. Let's do it again, but faster and backwards, or else.
Hey, I've been watching you, every little thing you do. Every time I see you pass in my homeroom class, makes my heart beat fast. I've tried to paint you twice, but I see you roll your eyes. Wish I could make it real, but your lips are sealed, that ain't no big deal. 'Cause I know you really want me. I hear your friends talk about me. So why you trying to do without me? When you got me, when you want me. I think you're fine, you really blow my mind. Maybe someday you and me can run away. I just want you to know I wanna be your Romeo. Hey Juliet, hey Juliet, hey Juliet. Girl, you got me on my knees, begging please, baby please. Got my best DJ on the radio wave saying, Juliet, what are you doing with me? Too far to turn around, so I'm gonna stand my ground. Give me just a little bit of hope, a smile or a glance, give me one more chance. 'Cause I know you really want me.